Hello everybody, welcome to Help Will Come Tomorrow, episode 7. Now if you're wondering where were the first 6 episodes, this was a game series that started about 2 or 3 months ago. Didn't get around to finishing and then was away from YouTube for a couple of months for kind of life stuff. So I want to go back and try to finish some of those series. So I'm going to pick up that series right at the end of episode 6. I'll put a link down below, of course, to the first episodes. If you want to go back and catch up, we're going to try to do a little bit of a recap here. The idea behind this game is that you play the survivors of a Russian train attack in Siberia, and I think it's 1917, and there are terrorists out hunting you down. You've got to survive despite the fact that your group of 4 people we see in front of us have a lot of different personalities and lifestyles. And we got about 6 days into our previous adventure. As you can see here in this screen here, this is our camp. We've built like a resting area on the left. We've got a fireplace, and in our very last episode we made a cooking pot and figured out how to make soup. So we've made quite a bit of progress. Not only that, another part of the game is exploring this map. We're this little tent in the middle, and so you go out and you explore the map for resources around here and try not to get killed doing that as well. And then at night you have various discussions that kind of where you learn different personality traits and different attributes of the people that are in the group. So we're going to pick things up on the beginning of day 7, and we had just discovered how to make soup. Everyone got fed, but as we start out this 7th day, here is Maria. Now Maria is health and morale looking pretty good, but she is hungry, so we'll need to feed her. We can see her little status trait here. Then we have Zofia. Zofia, health and morale looking pretty good. We were actually doing pretty well for 6 days in, I think, for not really knowing what I was doing. I felt like things had gone pretty well. Hungry and fatigued, so we'll want to address that. Sir Edward Grey is hungry, health and morale doing again, okay. And then we have Grigori, who loves to drink, who's always cold and generally is kind of miserable all the time and nobody trusts him. Health is good. Morale is falling a little bit, but he is really hungry, thirsty. He's always thirsty, and he is shivering with cold, even though we found a jacket for him in, I believe it was yesterday or the day before his adventure. So let's get started. On the left-hand side, all of our characters have 3 action points, so we have 12 things to do. And I think our goals for today, we can see these quests over on the right-hand side. One is Faithful Betty, and one is Escape to the West. One is Maria wants to check the back of her train herself. So I think we're going to send her on an expedition over here to where this little horse icon is to try to check the train. And then Sir Edward Grey here mentioned that he had his Faithful Betty, which was a rifle or something like that, back at the train rack. He wants to go look for that down here. So if we get lucky, we're going to send, I think, 2 adventures to burn action points up there. But let's dig right in and get started. First, we're going to do some upgrading around the camp here. The very first thing we need to do is, last night there was some snowfall, and our palisade up here, our little fence around there, got covered with snow. So we want to send some people up here. Now, Grigori is kind of clumsy. We're going to send him to fix it. However, a shovel will increase the likelihood that he may not use an action point there. So before we do that, I was thinking to come over here and we're going to try to get Sophia to make a shovel. Actions here, tools, shovel. Looks like we got some scrap metal and things like that. Let's do create, and hopefully she doesn't fail. Yes, it's made her tired. She's burned up an action point, but we have a shovel. Excellent. Now, let's do this one more time because we don't have a hammer. And I'd like to get a hammer as well. Let's go, Zofia. Wears her out. That's good. We'll just have her rest later, too. Now, excellent. Good. So that gives us a hammer and a shovel. Now, if we come up here, we're going to bring Grigori up here. Although he is clumsy, we have a shovel, and it sounds like we're using it, right? Yeah, we're using it. Okay. And so now he can unsnow. And it did not burn an action point. Excellent. Good. So we have some more things that we can fix up here. The palisade. Oh, we could build a solid palisade. Further reduces damage to the camp structures caused by bad weather. Interesting. You could upgrade it. It would take 2 people. We could build one more thing. You know, I want to do something else, which is over here under this isolated bed. It said 2 people can rest in the shelter at the same time during the day. Additionally, rest reduces more fatigue. So I think we're going to try this. Let's try Grigori and Zofia. We need some material. Ooh, that's a lot of our material. Rags, canvas. Oof. I think it's going to be worth it, though. Let's wood here. Goes there. I don't know how much material that leaves us outside of this. Let me just take a quick look. Oh, it's only rags left. Hopefully we can find some more. But let's go for it. I'm not sure this is a wise choice, but it worked. Excellent. Action points gone for them. Everybody's happy, and now we have a solid, isolated bed. Very, very good. Now, Grigori can kind of make a couple other things here, too. Let's, with that in mind, oh, we should make some soup. Grigori can come down here, I think, and let's see if Grigori can make, not a pot, actions, I think it's here. Grilled food, cook food. Delicious soup. Mushroom soup. Do we have mushrooms? I think we have mushrooms. Yeah. Poisonous mushrooms. I think that's a bad idea. Psychedelic mushrooms. Let's just use regular mushrooms. We don't have enough. Damn it. Okay. How about delicious soup? What do we got here? Herb? Oh, we got herbs. Nice. Garlic? Sure. Vegetables? Edible root. Nice. Fire level 10%. I think that's good. And go ahead, Grigori. Get busy. Oh, he failed. Slipped out of his hands. Oh. Okay, come on. Again, Grigori, let's go for it. We need herbs. What do we have? Garlic. Yeah, let's do that. Vegetables. Edible root. Oh, we didn't lose the resources there. That's good. Cook. Yes. Success. Grigori. Okay. So Grigori and Zofia's actions are down, but now we have soup, so we can start to take care of some hunger and stuff like that. Let's do that here. I think all this stuff is here. And the water was down below, so let's dish out some water to Grigori here, because he was thirsty. Good, so nobody's thirsty. And now where's our soup? Right here. Delicious soup. We're going to give it to Maria. Whoops, that's not how we do that. Click on Maria. 1. Good, and then let's go to Sir Edward Grey, because they're going adventuring. And Grigori here is big hungry. Ooh, we didn't quite have enough soup. Zofia's still hungry. Oh well, we'll deal with Zofia and her hunger later. I am excited for an adventure. Here we go. Let's get out here. We are going to send an expedition. And send expedition. Just one person. Maria wants to go by herself. And let's just for safety here, let's give her a knife, I think. Okay. And that's enough. Okay, she needs an extra action point. Let's send her out. She's going to go here. So we want to click here. Oh, this is bad, I think. Winter woods are a grim place, especially if you don't win the favor of the forest spirits. You don't expect your comrades to believe you, but when traveling through Siberia with Pieta, you have seen the supernatural forces many times, and you know that there are no jokes with leshies, likos, and vile. They often take the least expected form and put the wanderers to the test. Pagan offering. What the heck is this? By a twist of fate, you come across a large mycelium of Panoleus. I don't actually know what that is. They are edible mushrooms, but when improperly cooked, they will have some side effects. You remember how Karina Ignatayeva, the oldest train guide, warned that the first find in the forest always belongs to Leshy. Make an offering of the mushrooms. Mushrooms are a gift of the forest. It would be inappropriate to leave them. You know, we're going to trust the supernatural here, and we're going to make an offering of the mushrooms. You put up a small mound and put a broken mycelium on top. You will come back here sometime. If the tribute disappears, it means that Leshy is happy. However, if the mycelium grows despite the relocation, it means that the forest spirits offer it to you. Oh, cool. That's a fun little side event. These fun little side events in the game are pretty cool. Okay, now, danger level deadly, unknown resources. Here we go. This is our event. This is big. Escape to the west. At the campfire, this idea seemed better. That's not a very good start, is it? Now, when one of the bandits can jump out from behind any tree, the plan of seeing the freight car is no longer so attractive. On the other hand, passive waiting for help in the middle of the forest is probably just as crazy. Yeah, damned if you do, damned if you don't, right? So, you crawl slowly between the snowdrifts, strain your ears to hear any activity from the side of the wreck, and all the thickets able to hide a man, while blurring the footprints that you are leaving behind in the snow. It seems to last forever. Finally, you crawl under the rear car chassis. Despite the frost, the inside smells of a carcass. That's not good. It calms you down a bit. Hardly anyone would want to prepare an ambush in such conditions. Under the span of the car, you leave some secret signs. If Pietrusha, so Pietrusha I think was her brother, her younger brother who's really little or something like that. If Pietrusha survives and is around the wreck, he will definitely visit one of such places. Immediately afterwards, you reach a broken side gate and carefully look through it. Okay. The view inside is quite unpleasant. Some of the horses died from the catastrophe. Some were left to die by the bandits and died from wounds and frost. Saddle horses that survived the train derailment without visible damage were probably taken to the mountains. And the luggage boxes? Well, there are a lot of broken crate boards, straw, and saddlecloths soaked with the stench of death. Such a cheery story. In the future, it'll probably be worth returning here for materials for the construction of the shelter. But for now, you're alone. You only take a bit of frozen, rotting horse meat to try. Check the hand car behind the car. Yeah, go for it. Fortune favors the bold. It's better to get out of here. You're afraid that every minute spent in the car is a risk of attracting the attention of the renegades. But you also have enough of the smell of rot. You blur the traces of your presence and crawl back to safe wood. Well, so we got raw meat. Nice, we can cook that up. We got some rotten meat. Excellent. That can be used for bait. Okay. And some scrap metal. Good. I'm just going to take it all. And I think we are done here. Now, let's go... She's got plenty of energy, though. Let's go back to the camp, though, right? It's going to return to camp. Because she can do some things, like make food and stuff like that. So, yeah. Fine. Okay, great. So now, let's take a chance here with Sir Edward Grey. Let's send him up here. And let's actually send them both together. I think we can do that, right? Can we send... Whoops. Can we only send one expedition a day? No, we're good. Okay. So we're going to send Sir Edward Grey, and we're going to send Bold Maria. Let's give them some stuff to carry. Let's give Sir Edward Grey the knife. And I think the torch helps us not get lost. So we'll do that to Maria. And off they go. Let's keep going. Let's push out here. Excellent. Loss probability is good. Let us... How do we search? I forgot how to do that. Inventory. Search. Okay, we find anything good? Oh, nice. Canvas. Very valuable because that's what we just burned up in that last search there. So we'll do that. Now we're going to go here. And this is the search for Faithful Betty. In the car which Sir Edward was riding did not get damaged much during the disaster. Who knows? Maybe the chest with Betty, his gun, right, is still standing intact on the shelf under the ceiling. There were two entrances to the Englishman's compartment, one from the corridor and one leading from the outside. The corridor is quite exposed, and crossing it can attract the attention of the renegades. But the door leading directly to the compartment is on the south side, and to get to it you would have to circle the car with a wide berth. I'm going to round the car. I have no idea. It seems like a random choice here. They get coal. Oh, it was a good decision. Yes! I love random good decisions. Because the less visible footprints you leave, the less chance that the renegades will learn about your existence. It took a long time, but you reach the outer door of the compartment number 3 and open it without much effort. I love good decisions. Several torn chests and bundles are scattered in Sir Edward's compartment. The thugs had to look through all luggage before. The oblong case in which Betty traveled lies open under the window. Bummer. And there, inside, a broken Russian Mosin. What's a Mosin? They probably don't expect it in the camp, but you have to take what is there and evacuate before you get the attention of the renegades. You also tear the curtain and a piece of upholstery off, because they will definitely be useful for the construction of the shelter. Continue. Okay. Broken... Oh, broken... A Mosin must be a rifle. Requires repair in the workshop. Progress. Excellent. And we got rag and more canvas. Very, very good. Done. Now, their action points are a little bit limited here. This is risky. Depleted, low, charcoal, low, scrap metal. Danger level, easy. This is all depleted. We've been through this area pretty much here. Let's... and the renegades are over here and over there. They're all around us. Let's go here. Can we do that? Okay. Pew. Okay, and let's search. Loss probability is pretty high, but we're good. What do we get? Scrap metal, canvas, needles. Excellent. Okay. We're done with that. Didn't burn up any energy. I'm going to go to this place we haven't been to, which is over here. Unknown resource. Oh, look, a cave. Excellent. Let's search. I feel like we're pushing the edge of the envelope a little bit much here. Ammunition. Ho, ho, ho. Sir John's wort. An healing herb with soothing properties. Very good. Needles. Psychedelic mushrooms. Grigori will like that. And take all. Excellent. Done. And we burned a little energy up with Sir Grigori. What is this? Nausea. Oh, we'll lose morale every night. You can get rid of it with an antidote. Uh-oh, that's not good. I do want to push it out here, though. Let's go. Okay, we are going to search. We could lose 2 action points up top. We got 2 to burn, so we're going to take the risk here. I feel like the cave should be an event, but it's not. Honey! Excellent. Garlic. Take all. Perfect. What else did we get? Moss. Metal. Okay, stuff. Very good. And we'll be done. And now, should we push it one more? Unknown resources. They still got plenty of energy. Let's go for it. 0 to 1 here. Oh, but we burned up all our points. Okay, we got to return to camp. Pew. And we are back to camp, right? All right, so if we go back to camp, everybody's energy is burned up, but we made a lot of progress here. Now, she is sick. I don't think we have an antidote for that. So we'll have to just deal with that tomorrow. Fatigued over here. Hungry. But we have some honey, right? Can we give her the honey? I wonder if we should save that for something. What do we got for food that we could just give her? Edible root. And we get 9 of them. Let's just give her some. Deal with it. Zofia. So that's something. It is something. And you're still hungry. Come on. Eat it up. There you go. Now you're not hungry. Uh-oh. What happened to her? Indigestion? Pfft, no problems. Okay. Excellent day, I think, for us here. Now, let us go here. And I think we can have 2 people rest. Rest, right? So let's have... Who was fatigued? Zofia was fatigued. And Maria was fatigued. Perfect. We're going to have them rest. Beautiful. She wasn't fatigued. Hang on, hang on. We want to go back over here. X. Can we go back over here? How do we do that? I want to not have Maria. Oh, we can't. Can we cancel that? Okay, good. Yeah, excellent. We want to go to... It was Sir Edward Grey that's tired, right? Rest. Yeah, Sir Edward Grey and Zofia were tired, so we want them to rest. Perfect. And let's go to the end of the day. We have nothing left we can do, I think. It's got indigestion. Oh, can speed up the healing with some drinks like tea or vodka. Grigori, sorry. We're going to give the vodka to Zofia. Now she's drunk and has indigestion. Drink a little more. Perfect. Now she's just drunk. So much better than indigestion. Have a good night's sleep, Zofia. And let us go to the evening. End day. Perfect. So what kind of nighttime stories are we going to get now? A drunk tale. Yeah, because Zofia is lit like the fire. Oh, I forgot to add stuff to the fire. Bummer. Okay. I think that's a mistake. Listen, alcohol has improved my mood a bit, so I'll share a story with you, so to speak, on the subject. Oh, I have to do her voice. I forgot. And it's straight from our train. All right. But nothing about the disaster, I insist. Grigori's not in a good mood. Well, nothing. Nothing. Well, a cripple man was with us, a veteran, well-dressed. His left leg was wooden. Or the right one. Yeah, she's drunk, huh? Anyway, imagine that from time to time, when he thought that nobody could see him, he was taking his leg off and pouring brandy from it. He drank, corked it, and put the stump on again. This is absurd. I'm telling you the truth. After all, we have a prohibition. It's difficult to buy good alcohol legally. And this old comrade found a way to turn weakness to his favor and hid brandy where no one will look. But that's not all. The plot thickens. +5. Well, at one point, this man drank a little too much and confused stations. A bit after Omsk, he suddenly jumped up, having put on a prosthesis before, of course, and limped out of the car. We left with his luggage. Well, I hope that the train staff found about it and somehow sorted it out. Why is he worried about his luggage?
I say it's not the end of the story. Well, exactly at the next station, and it was Novolayakavsk. Nailed it. The same man got on the train as if nothing had happened. He said he had confused the stations and would still travel a bit.
It's a terrible story.
Impossible. The same man got back on our train at the next station?
I suppose that is curious.
It's hard to confuse someone. You're so characteristic with someone else.
That's a good point.
In that case, I know the solution to this riddle. He wasn't drunk then, but you were.
That's a story. Camp morale went up. That's, I don't want to move to the train wreck, or let's wait for patrol. That story wasn't very good, was it? Let's seek a better shelter. None of these things I want to do. Seventh Betty. Oh, let's... Okay, let's try that.
Mr. Edward, what kind of lark is it with this rifle? After the conversation, we expected an elegant gentleman hunting rifle or elephant shotgun, and in the meantime, we risked our lives for some leftovers.
Yes, this is undoubtedly a peculiar matter. I drowned the first Betty in Lake Victoria, and the second one I had to abandon, fleeing from the swarm of wasps in Mosul. And Sir Edward Grey is an adventurer, by the way, so he likes to tell adventurous stories and brag about what the fantastic adventures he's had.
Wait, there were a few of them? What is your definition of the word faithful?
Good point, Grigori. Does not like that. -4. There were actually 7 of them. Betty is a transitional name. I got used to it, and I call it all my long barrel weapons. The previous Lee Enfield was stolen from me in a Moscow hotel, and I had to buy Mosin from the road because it fitted to an old case.
Probably one of the thugs was disappointed when he opened the decorated case and found such a piece of junk inside.
Grigori, by the way, is not very personable, and nobody likes him. Just to fill you in there. It's possible that someone broke Betty on his knee, or it suffered during the disaster. But it's nothing. The lock still works and the barrel holds the line. If I had a comfortable workplace, I could restore Betty's splendor. We're going to take care of that for you, Sir Edward Grey.
Without ammunition, it may serve as a toy pistol at the most.
Grigori, we found bullets. Oh, you were in camp, though, right? Let's not lose heart. Maybe some will be found when we search the wreck. Yeah, we already did. Come on, people. Camp morale goes up. Nice. Ammunition raises morale. End of day summary. People don't like Grigori. Grigori likes people, though. And raises with Sophia, raises with Maria, and does not like Grigori. Maria likes Sir Edward Grey and Sophia, but does not like Gregory Gorey. Perfect. Excellent. So morale test overnight. They passed the morale test. Everybody will have 3 actions tomorrow. And we'll have some hungry people. And Maria is nauseous. We got to see if we can address that with some antidote. That probably is over by that medical station bench on the right-hand side. And then she's not, Sophia's not even hungover or anything. We got water. We can make some more food. All right. Well, I think that was a productive day in terms of quests, right? Because we cleared up the 2 quests that we had, which was the quest over here to find Sir Betty, and we got the pieces to allow us to make a gun. Now the renegade patrols are actually at the back of the train, so if Maria hadn't gone yesterday, that would have created some problems. So that brings us pretty much to the end of day 7. Day 8 will start. We're going to need to get some food, probably do some upgrades around the camp, and then we got to figure out some places to go on an expedition. I'd like to see if we could make an antidote, right, for the nausea. I'd like to see if we can get that rifle functioning, which means making a workstation. I'd also like to see if we can set some traps up by the palisade. So maybe day 8 will be a day at home, kind of quarantine, pandemic type isolation day where we just work on stuff around the house and do some home improvement chores. But who knows? We'll see when we get there. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you've enjoyed the episode, please consider giving it a like. It helps so much with getting it in front of other people. If you're new and want to see the conclusion of this, by all means, please consider subscribing to the episode. And we'll be back. I'm not quite sure yet of the schedule is. I'm going to get going on hopefully 1 or 2 per week till we get to the end. And I think my guess is it's about 15 days altogether. It's not a tremendously long game. So if you're just picking it up and thinking, I don't want to commit to a super long series, my guess is it'll be done before 20 at the most. And of course, if we die, then yeah, it'll be much shorter than that. And I have not played the game before, so I'm kind of just playing it as we go along, so I don't really know what I'm doing. I wouldn't be surprised if I make a fatal mistake as we go forward here. Thanks so much for watching and tuning in. Have a great day. We'll see you in the next day, day 8. Everybody's still alive with only some minor problems so far, so pretty excited about this. Take care, everybody. Stay safe. Bye.